Hi guys, I'm back and it is Monday, and that means we are doing an all things altered thing today. And what I do is I'm taking packaging. We're still working through this one journal. I'm making all kinds of elements for it. At some point we're going to do the cover and get some pages going. But right now, for all things altered, I'm just working on elements. And today we're going to work with a butter box. Now, you've seen me take and cut these apart and turn them into individual tags. But today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to try and use the entire box. So I want to start with my paper trimmer and really smooth out my edges. I'm not worried about any particular size. I just want the edges straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to create one big pocket from this box. I got a little bit of a burr there I'm going to clean up. There we go. So, there's that. Just the butter box. And I thought about taking and cutting it apart and using two, but I decided what I want to do is I want to just make this as the pocket as it is, nothing fancy. And we're probably going to use this as the front because this has got a little bit of a, you know what, let's just trim it down too. Where did I put the trimmer? There we go. Because I don't want any off edges here. So let's just go ahead and take those off. And there was one on this side too. I think we got it. Okay. So now that we have a smooth edges to work with, now let's see what size we're working with. It is 5 inches by, I'm going to say 4.5. So I'm going to take this to 5 3/4 by 6, and that's going to leave me enough to wrap around. I'm not worried about the top edge right now. Let's just do the 5 3/4 by 6. And we have our paper pad here we've been working with. And I don't think I have anything in pieces big enough. So let's just start with, let's do this one. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? Better idea, because I have an idea in my head and that would make that really, really busy. So let's go with something a little less. Let's go with the blue. We've not worked with the blue yet. So we need this 5 3/4 by 6. And we want to make sure we're going the right direction, orientation. So this one needs to be the 6 side. And you know what? Let's do this. If you want to use a 6 by 6, let's just do that. Let's go with a 6 by 6 piece. Okay? And we'll get that out of the way. This is going to be so simple, you're not even going to believe it. We're not going to see the back because this is what we're going to glue down in the front. So, that's wanting to pop up. So let's go ahead, first off, and let it come unglue. And then we'll put new glue down there. And I think because I have that seam and I don't want it popping, I'm going to use my industrial strength tape. I'm going to use my red line for this. Recording this on Friday. It's been a pretty good day. We've gotten stuff done. I got to curl up on the couch and watch the opening ceremonies. I got Saturday's video recorded. Now I'm getting today's video recorded. Working out pretty swift. Okay, so now I'm going to take my bone folder that I have stuck somewhere. This will work. And really burnish that down good, especially since I have those glue dots there. The idea is I want this to really stick good so that when I'm putting things in and out of the pocket, I don't have any give. Okay? So, there's that. Now, since we're working with 6 by 6, we just need to make sure I have a directional pattern here that we need to make sure that's going the right direction. So, I'm just going to flip this over, and let's just go ahead and put the glue down. May have to get out a new bottle of glue. There we go. Try to use every last little bit. And I want to make sure I get it good over that center seam, because that's going to be a weak spot in the pocket. Okay. I'll probably have to use the other one when I get ready to switch. So double checking my pattern to make sure that's going the right way. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way to the edge. Well, maybe not. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's wrap. Let's wrap. Okay. Now I'm going to hold that in place for just a minute. See if I can position it over just a hair. Nope, it's down. That's okay. And then I'm going to come back. I don't want to use those. This is my ribbon scissors. We're going to use those in a minute because I have a plan. Just snip off my corners so I get a smooth fold over here and here. Now I will save these. They're big enough I can use in the masterboard. So we'll hang on to those. And before I put any glue down, I'm going to just bend this over and really give it a good crease. Okay. And I want to do those top and bottoms first, because the top one is going to tuck inside. See, I've already got glue looping out there, so I want to make sure that I go in here. And let's make sure I've got a bottle of glue that's actually going to give me glue. And we're just going to tuck this one inside. Just tuck it inside, just like that. And that's going to be the top of our pocket. Okay. I'm taking. Okay. Now, the rest of these are going to fold just to the back because we're going to be gluing them down anyway to our page in our journal when we get to that point. So we're not worried about what the back looks like. Okay. Now we can come back here, put our glue down. I tell you, I'm excited to get this journal together, but I'm going to finish out the year on the All Things Altered. And then next year, I already have planned out, we're going to be doing something different a couple of the days a week. I'm still going to have Tag Tuesday because I'll still have journals that needs tags. So I'm going to keep Tag Tuesday, but I haven't figured out what I'm doing with the rest of it yet. We'll get there. I mean, I do, but I don't remember what I can tell you. So there's our pocket. And I probably should have done something here too. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We could. We have enough of that. Let's take this off at the 6. As I figure out where I put my paper trimmer. There it is. I have like 3 projects going over here. And everything different for all of them. Okay, I'm going to take this one down to just a little bit. Okay. And then this one will slide right inside. Why is it not sliding inside? Oh, I know why. Because it's smaller. It only needs to be maybe 4 7/8. We can do that. Let's go to 4 7/8. Just like that. No, that was 3 7/8. Shall we try that again? I hope we have another piece of that blue because that's all we got. It's all we got. So let's find another piece of that blue. What's on the back of it? Okay. There we go. I cut it at 3 7/8 instead of 4 7/8. So let's go to 4 7/8. And we don't need to go all the way down, just a couple of inches. So let's go ahead and take that right there. There we go. That'll work. And then, see, then that'll slide right in there. And we can fold it over. just like that. And then I'm going to, now I didn't fold that even. I put it a little deeper in the pocket than what I'm putting over the back. So I have good coverage on the inside for when I'm pulling stuff in and out. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim this. Do I need to? I don't think I need to trim it down. Don't you love how I talk to myself? I do it a lot. But I guess when you're home by yourself for 21 days at a time, you either talk to yourself or you talk to your friends on YouTube or you talk to your animals. Okay, so there's our pocket. But it's not done. We got to do cool stuff to it. So let me move the paper pad out of the way. And I'll tell you what I had in mind. Lace. Lots and lots of lace. I don't like the doilies. They're just not the right color that I want to use, I don't think. See if we can get one open here and look. So the colors are pretty much the same in both. So you don't want to use that. It's too bright. Don't want to use the mint. I'm not sure about the pink. Actually, I like pink better than the yellow. That too monotone. And too wrong blue. I think we're going to go with the pink. Let's go with the pink. And I'll have to pick that up later. Okay, so let's take and kind of hold that in place. And make sure we're at the top and the bottom. I want to put this down on the bottom. And I could trim this. I mean, I could fold this over and glue it on the back. And there's two different doilies there. We'll have one for a second pocket somewhere along the line. But then I wouldn't have the pieces to put in a master board. And that's important. So now I can come back in here with my glue. And I try to make sure I get some on the floral parts of the doily so that they don't flip-flop around and come up and create problems. Okay, there we go. Where's my, be able to pick it up. Now I don't want to lay it in that, but there we go. That doily right there. Press him down. And I think we're about out of these. Oh, we've got this one. That needs greenery behind it. I'm not sure if that's the one we want to use, because that needs greenery behind it. And I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Hang on. I just had another idea. I need a wide green ribbon. Wide green ribbon. This will work. This will work. This is a Stampin' Up! Ribbon. It's Emerald Envy. I'm going to have to go in here and clean this before I do anything. So let's take my scissors and let's take and cut a couple lengths of this. I would like to have had an even wider ribbon, but this is okay. This will work. Okay. And then I want to come in and I want to take and those flowers looked okay, but they didn't really have anything. So I'm going to take my craft glue and one of my little handy dandy cake decorating tools from Dollar Tree, because that will dry pretty quick, so I can just hold that there for just a second and it's not going anywhere. In fact, to ensure it doesn't go anywhere, let's put one of our Dollar Tree clamps on that and let that do its thing. And then we're going to come in here, clip this one off. And we're going to do the same thing. Put a little glue on there. You got to kind of have to shift them so that they're not level. Because if they're level, then they're not going to do what you want them to do. Okay. I'll clip that on there. Get rid of these little bitty pieces out of my way. Okay. And off my finger. And then we can come back with this. And I want to give it just a little bit more glue. And we're going to do right up there, like that. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue on the back. And I'm using my craft glue because it'll stick in a hurry. And tuck him right under there. And now from a piece of ribbon, we've given this the effect of having a leaf. Just like that. Okay, so there's that part. Now I'll take and close this up. I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. But we do need something. And so I want to edge this. And see, I had no idea I was going pink with this when I started. But I like this. I like that, but it needs a little something something first. So let's come in with, that's too vanilla. That's closer. Ooh. What about this one? No, it's too thick. It's too thick. Found a beautiful trim. Where'd that white go? I just had in my hand. I had it. There we go. Now see, this is double wide, and I don't really need it that wide. So I'm going to take and cut this off right about there. I can always come back and smooth it up when I'm done. And then I'm going to cut it right down that center, as best as my trimmers will let me. Just like that. I get my scissors to cooperate with where I want them to go. Okay. So I guess we're bringing that glue back up because we know this is the best glue for using with lace. So we'll bring it back, and I'm going to get out my silicone brush from Spectrum Art Creations. And we're just going to create a line right across there for our glue to, our lace to follow. Making sure I've got you in frame. And make sure I've got it where I want it. Make sure it goes all the way to the edge. And then we're going to lay this piece down first. Just like that. In fact, I think I'm going to go, yeah, we're going to go right there. Make sure we stay below that line. And then I'm going to come back with another line of that glue. And that glue that I put down for the white lace, it's going to seep through, so it's okay. It's going to create a little extra glue for you. And then we can come back with this one. Make sure I hang it over the edge, just like that. And then I'm going to be done with that glue for now. Always cap your glue. Always. Okay, now that I have this, and I can snip this off, put this over here in the box, and I can flip this over, smarten up my edges, and I have one more thing I want to add, and I think they're over here. Maybe, maybe not. I was hoping my clear buttons from Madi were over here, because that's what I wanted to use, with my clear buttons. But they're not there. Wonder where they went, because I thought a button up here would look really cute. Let me grab a button, because now that I have my scrap rack in order, I can get to things, and let's do a white button. So all I have to do is pull the spinder off the shelf and untwist my coin envelope cord, but I should have put it on the back instead of the front. And in here I have buttons of all sizes and shapes and colors. And, oh, no, too much contrast maybe. I had the idea of maybe doing a white paper rose up there, but I think it'd be too much contrast. Too much contrast. But let's go back with the original idea to use a button. And I have these. And I can get one out. So then all I have to do is put these back in my scrap rack, pocket where they belong, and then put that back on the shelf when I'm done. Now over here I have my baker's twine. And I was looking to see if I could find an actual pink. Let's use, no, that's too much of a coral. It's not really a pink. Ah. That's a coral. Who knew in all the baker's twines I'd have corals but no pinks? Who knew? That's more of a red. What about if we come back with a dark blue? We could do that. Let's do a blue. We have this, and it'll kind of go in with this. And the reason I want to do this is because I hate bare buttonholes. I absolutely hate them. Buttons should have something in them. So, if we, yeah, that one's going to split on me. Okay, start it from the bottom. Start from the top. Whip it around. Go back up from the bottom. And there's that. And then I'm just going to give it a quick knot tie in the center. Just like that. And then I can come back, snip off the ends. And you know that glue I keep putting away? We're going to pull it back out again. But this is going to be the last time. We're going to put a dab of glue on the back of that button and smear it on like icing. And we're going to put it right in the top corner. And there is our pocket made from a butter box for All Things Altered. I will see you back here tomorrow for a tag. Remember, we're going to be making a tag for that pocket that we made for Jason's journal. And so we'll get the tag done tomorrow. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like, to share, and subscribe. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Creative blessings.